Welcome back to Better Developer Docs. This is one of the last videos in this series of how to increase your mobile page speed in WordPress. And in the previous videos, I took you through all of these different methods to increase your page speed. And I used Google Page Speed Insights and Pingdom page speed tools in order to measure our page speed improvements over the course of implementing all of these different methods, or most of these different methods. We ended up getting 71 out of 100 on mobile in Google Page Speed Insights, and a 99 out of 100 on desktop in Page Speed Insights. We used Pingdom tools as well to get some slightly different statistics than Page Speed Insights. You can see we had a load time there of under a second, very small page size, low amount of requests, and got an 87 there. There are, however, some things which I actually didn't do, but I could implement if I wanted to get a little bit further. So in the previous videos, we did install a CDN. We did talk about reducing images. We did remove unused plugins and themes. We did reduce calls to the server in multiple ways. That was really important. One thing we didn't do was install a specific cache plugin, and that can sometimes be useful as well. I use one called WP Fastest Cache, which is one you can try out in your own projects as well. There are different kinds of cache plugins. Some cache at the server level, some are doing modifications and modifications and combinations of files and that sort of thing. So there are also ones which pre-produce and this is a server-side cache, that they pre-produce the page to be served to the user, so that you don't have to spend time running the WordPress software in order to produce the page. Just sends back a straight HTML pre-prepared page. So WP Fastest Cache is something you might want to check out there. You can also change themes. We did actually do that in a previous video, so we covered that one. One thing I didn't do in the previous videos was upgrade my server. I use Bluehost, and my server's already pretty good. It's a shared hosting server with multiple sites on it, but it is Bluehost, even under those circumstances, can still produce pretty good results. Currently, I don't have a lot of people on this website, but I will do in the next year. So once you get to kind of, 20, 30,000 people per month, that's an opportunity to increase your plan with your server and with your host, sorry. To sort of get more resources, you probably want to go to a dedicated plan where it's not shared hosting, and that will allow you to have more computer resources to use. Another reason why you might want to upgrade is if you're doing a lot of like data processing on your website, like maybe like sales reporting over many months, or many different affiliates or sales reps or whatever, might be another reason to upgrade, just because you'll be doing so much calculation. So yeah, upgrade the server. If the page that you're trying to optimize, or if the website in general has a lot of redirects, then this will also add a little bit of time to your site, page load time. So if you can remove those redirects, however, it's not always possible. I would suggest that after a certain amount of time, like, maybe a year or something like that, you could probably just remove whatever redirects are in there. The other thing that I didn't specifically do was enable gzip compression. And that was because we installed a CDN which had its own compression files. So I preferred that, but you could actually do a gzip compression as well. Minification of resources, we did do that. We used both a plugin and the CDN to do that. So that was all good. We did remove render blocking JavaScript, or rather, we optimized it. There was some JavaScript which we required to have in the site for security purposes, and therefore I left it in, but I optimized it. So we did actually get some improvements by um, choosing a reCAPTCHA plugin, a security plugin, which didn't affect the page load as much. So it was really just finding the right plugin to keep our functionality, but also have a balance of functionality and page speed. And then we did actually, or I showed you how to separate unused CSS and JavaScript from the site. So yeah, come and check out this blog here, betterdeveloperdocs.com, how to increase mobile page speed in WordPress. And you can see a full list and description of all of the different methods that you can use for free to upgrade your site performance in terms of page speed. When I say free, some of these plugins, they have paid versions and they have free versions. In this particular series of videos, I've just used the free versions. If you need the paid versions, you can upgrade if you like. Um, if you're upgrading your server, then that usually has a cost increase. But other than that, all of these methods are free. So yeah, thanks guys. Hopefully you've learned some useful things, and I'll leave a card here to another example of a page speed optimization process using the same methods, just to give you an idea of the troubleshooting, the nuance, the tweaking of the settings, the backtracking. There's quite a lot that goes into optimizing a website in WordPress. So yeah, thanks guys, and catch you later.